my name is Louise. My channel is a haul every Saturday. I do a live every Sunday morning, and then there's just occasionally a video up midweek sometime. No schedule for that one, no set anything. It'll be anything depending on whatever what's going on in my life, or there is no rhyme or reason to that one. I'm somebody that talks a lot with the camera comes on. You're going to get my haul, but you're going to get a lot of stuff come with it. If you enjoy that type of thing, there's a subscribe button down below if you fancy clicking that. Doesn't cost you anything. If you click the notification bell, you'll be notified when I do upload the other ones, the midweek ones, because they could be any time. There's a lovely comment section, like, share, all the good stuff. So we work on a £60 budget, that's for me and my adult son. The stuff you see here isn't just we have this week and that's it. It goes with other bits. Some things don't get used for a long time. It'll sit in the cupboard or the freezer for a while until we get to it. So, this isn't just, this is the week and that's it. I do have leftover things that haven't been used from last week. There's things in the freezer, so it all adds and makes different meals up. Sometimes I have sort of meal ideas, sometimes not so much recently, it seems. I think if I get into TikTok, then I usually get more meal ideas. I have a couple this week. We don't know if they will happen this week, because that's what I do. I'll have an idea about something and then, yeah, do I fancy it now? I mean, I bought pizza because I fancy pizza and now I don't. So, it's just like that. Just because people come at the comments about it, so we get it all out of the way sometimes. Sometimes I don't address it and sometimes it does. It's just one of those things. So £60 budget. If I will give you totals. If you add it up, you'll get a different total, and that's because I always donate 3 items to the food bank. 3 sanitary products of different absorbencies. It just evolved that way. It never started that way. I've always donated, but it's just it evolved as time goes along, and it's just that's what we're sticking with, and until the prices go up and it's out of that price range, because it would be an awful lot cheaper for me to donate 3 items of food. There's a lot of food products out there that are way cheaper than sanitary products, but I think that's why people aren't able to donate those things. So, whilst we're able, we will do that. Everything was fine with the shop. Nothing particular happened. There's nothing particularly out of stock. I don't think I managed to find anything that was particularly more expensive. I did manage to get some bargains, some awesome bargains that we're not expecting to get. A couple that I got just purely because they're bargains, then I absolutely do not need them. But we're just scraping by with the freezer capacity. It is a matter of shove it in, hold it, and push the door shut. That's where we're at. I do need to do some rearranging, but we'll get to that. Have I got everything? Have I remembered everything? I think I have. If I haven't, I always say it. If I haven't, you got any questions or anything, comment section. I don't really respond that much at the moment. I do read them. It's just sometimes you just can't think of the words, that's it. I mean, that's purely it. But if there's questions down there, if I can't answer it, I'm sure somebody else can. Usually we're pretty good down there in the comment section with helping each other out. So let's go on with the haul now. Before we do go on to the haul, because literally as I turned the camera off ready to go there, I realised I didn't tell you that I actually spent $53.78. It's always on my phone. I don't know why it's always on my phone, but it is. $53.78 out of the 60 is what we spent. Did remember, that would have been really aggravating. Like going back in the editing, that would have been aggravating. So now we'll do the haul. So this is usually the fresh section. I do have cucumbers left. I don't know why. I've been eating in a strange way, not the way I would normally. I've still got all my lettuce. I've not even started it yet. So if I don't need it, I'm not going to get it. I thought I didn't need milk. We have no milk again, but now I'm thinking maybe that was a mistake. But that, that's life. That's what happens. So cucumber, as always get the cucumber. 89p. I will be pickling this again. Pickling it, is that what I call it? I think that's what you call it. I use white wine vinegar and garlic salt. Now, somebody in my comment section last week, sorry, I was planning to get back to, but it's just one of those things that, you forget to do it. About how I do it. I actually have made a video, the second part of my London video, and it's not long enough, so I thought let's take advantage of it. I will make some of the cucumber. As I don't measure anything, I can show you so you can get a rough idea of the quantities I put together. Obviously it is a taste you know, depending on what you want. But I'm going to record it. It will be on the video. Hopefully I will get it up this week. It's been a very busy week this week, so I haven't managed to do an awful lot. But yeah, just in case you are watching, I did read your comment. I apologise for not getting back to you, but there will be a video. It will be on the end of the video. I will comment before I put it up. If I remember, I will try my best. So 89p for that. 95, is it 95? I was looking at all of them. Maybe I got confused. No, it is still 95. So 95p for the salad tomatoes. I looked through them all and I don't know. They're getting quite expensive. I may have to just start getting a better quality or something. Is this sort of doing the job at the moment? I don't know, I need to think about the tomatoes. Maybe I just need to not cheap out on them. But these ones are actually fine at the moment. I did look at the other ones, the cherry ones and the plum ones. Couldn't think what they're called. And they were not very good at all. They were either very, very underripe or they were squidgy. You know what I mean? So not worth buying. These were pretty much the only ones worth buying. They'll do. Bananas, only picked up 3 because I know these start to go bad quickly, and the truth of the matter is I just wasn't paying enough attention. I have started the gym, and from me leaving the house to go to work at 4:30, I don't eat anything through my shift, and then I'm going to be going to the gym, so I really need to have something. I am one of them people that needs to sit and digest my food, but I find that banana seems to work, so that will be just for the gym. I don't even know where to go. Let's go up here. The silver spoon, sugar. This is sugar. I got the large one because the 1 kilogram, I'm not sure, am I going to remember numbers? I'm sure it was like £1.38. Why that's in my mind, I don't know. Let's see, what is this? This is the 2 kilograms, so double the amount. Even though we don't go through a mass amount of sugar, I am always forward thinking with this one a little bit. You know, we are going to be coming up December in 4 weeks time, and Vlogmas will be on as usual. I always seem to do it. £2.45. Okay, £2.45 for this one. So yeah, if it was £1.38, double it. I'm saving some money by getting it that way. And I'm thinking I will be baking a bit because, you know, Vlogmas is quite hard to do. Because unless you're going to record everything you do every day, plus, you know, I work, I do have fibro, and sometimes mental health isn't up to it. You know, there's an awful lot of factors involved, and sometimes just doing some baking is therapeutic, and it gets a video out, and we enjoy these things. So that's my thought process anyway. So yeah, we got a large one of those. Brie, this was a TikTok. Now £1.69 for this one. There's this lady I like watching. She does put things on toast a lot of the time. She does eat other things on there, but she does like a bit of toast with some unusual toppings, and she did brie. Now I have bought brie before. I can't remember whether, I don't think I disliked it, but I've never really bought it with like a really good idea. But melting this on toast looked amazing. I have got something else. It's up there, so I'll show you in a minute. I'm thinking I may try that as well. It looked really, really good. So I'm going to melt some on toast and just, I don't know. You know, sometimes you see the things and you just want to try them. So that's why I got that one. £1.69. I don't think it's terrible. That was the cheapest of them. They do get pricey. But you know, as I don't eat, I'm not like a connoisseur of it or anything. You know, so that will probably do me anyway. I have also, again, there's some other ingredients for these meals. There's another lady who does, what does she call them? I think they're called cottage cheese pots. So it's cottage cheese, and say it's a pizza one, you'll have some pepperoni and some sauces, you know, like the sauce that goes on a pizza. Mine's gone blank. Some cheese in it, and heat it in the microwave, and it goes all gooey, and it just looks nice. But she does Mexican ones, all sorts, and I just thought this would go okay with it. Don't know why now. Was that my idea? I think it was. Yeah, I don't know. That was the idea. It's not sounding so good now I'm saying out loud. I don't know why. It just isn't. This one was only £1. I think we were buying salami for a while, and then it started to get out of the price range. I think it was like, not price range, I could afford it, but I have these numbers for things in my head, and it was getting up there. It was, I think we started at 110, and then it ended up getting as high as 160, and I thought, nah, not doing it anymore. But this one was only £1, which isn't bad. It was £1 at 115 grams, so it was slightly higher grams than I think the Italian style salami. So yeah, I thought that was pretty decent. I got a coffee just because it was there and I don't want to get low. This is my like treat coffee for work. It's very, very nice. It's just like a nice creamy, caramelly, oh, just so nice. And I have one every day for work. I don't do all the Starbucks and Costa and stuff like that. I'm way too, yeah, not paying it. And I honestly don't enjoy them that much. And they're not open at that time of the morning, so this does me. And they're very nice. 10 of them for 90p is an awesome price as well, so win-win in my book. Eggs. Again, what was I thinking? I don't know with this one. I'm thinking possibly sandwich filler. With something, boiled egg, something, sandwich filler, I don't know. Could maybe put some of the salami in it, I'm not sure. But yeah, they're there, there's the option. £1.60 for 6 medium eggs. I got the Actimels. You know, it's that time of year. I've mentioned before, Corey usually gets sick in the winter and he seems to hold on to his illnesses quite well. I do have the wellness shots that I made. Oh, I've made them quite a lot, I think, on this channel. I do have some, they sit in the freezer, but you know, because they're frozen, you've got to get them out in time to defrost, to remember to take them, and it's just a chore. And I just thought, you know, if we can have some things that maybe he could get in him, might help build up his immune system, to stop him getting sick in the first place, we won't have to worry about the immune shots. So yeah, Actimels supposed to be good. These are 12 for £3 at the moment, which I thought was really, really good. There's 6 blueberry and 6 strawberry, so you know, there's enough here for us to do nearly a week if we have one each. I might possibly have some too, I don't know, but I feel like one of these, you know, a nice creamy yogurty type drink is more likely to fancy that as well. I don't know, I've not even discussed it with him, he doesn't even know they're for him, so we'll just see how this one goes. I got 2 tunas. I haven't boiled tuna for a long time. I've not been eating it, and I didn't notice that Corey has. So my stack that goes from the bottom shelf and hits the top shelf is just where I've always had my tuna chunks. Is nearly gone. Yeah, so anxiety. So I'm going to have to start buying these again, build it up. These are 59p a can. Been buying this brand for a long time. Only once ever found a bone, never found scales in it, and they're decent chunks. I enjoy it. I know people are funny with tuna and they would only go for the really expensive one, but I have no issues with this one, so why pay it if I think this is perfectly fine. I got 2 tins of the baked beans and sausages because they're only 50p, and I found when I just want that really stodgy gloopy meal, and I'm not really a fan of cooking that much recently, like not putting an awful lot of effort into it. Just a can of this in a bowl, just like that. I mean, Corey came down the other day and said, "Are you eating it like just out the bowl like that?" He was quite shocked. I didn't think it was unusual, but apparently he does. But yeah, 50p and it does the job. It's really nice. It's gloopy and stodgy and so nice. Cottage cheese for the cottage cheese bowls things. If it goes well, I will have to buy more than this. I actually had to go around the store twice because this was empty. There was no cottage cheese out when I got there, but they did have all the trolleys out, so I knew they were stocking. I couldn't see any, so oh, just try and remember, and I did. You know, me always saying, oh, remember, and usually don't, so I was surprised at myself, but they did have them out by the time I got around the store. 79p for this one. It's really, really nice. I enjoy it. I got a Greek fat-free style yogurt. 85p for that one. Again, I didn't have particular plan for it. No, got nothing right now. I'm just gonna have to find something to use it for. I'm not sure. It's the way my old brain works. I got the silver skin onions. These are £1.60, which is really nice. A really nice price. They are really nice. I think that's what my brain was saying, even though that didn't come out of my mouth. Very nice tasting, these ones. These are the like pale vinegar. I'm quite, you know, pickled onions, pickled anything is my thing. So, you know, there is a big difference between the light juices and the dark juices. And I go for the dark juices more often, but sometimes it's nice to have this. £1.60 isn't bad. Originally, I was thinking this will be start of Christmas, but I've actually finished my pickled onions, so I don't have any. So I'm going with if I fancy pickled onions this week, I can use this and just get a Christmas one next week maybe. And if I don't, then this will be the start. That's just, yeah. See, my brain, I can't be the only one that has a brain like that works in such weird ways. Excuse me. Oat crumbles, my thing, absolutely love them. Nice biscuit with a cup of tea before bed. It's really not something I should do. Not the biscuit bit, it's the cup of tea before bed. I up all night. Yeah, I shouldn't do it. I do have the caffeine-free one and that, but a cup of tea before bed, you're just up all night. But I enjoy it, so I'm still going to do it. I have to deal with it. Yeah, and a couple of biscuits just finishes off very nicely. I got Corey the milk chocolate digestives. I honestly don't know whether he's been eating any of these biscuits that I've been buying or not. I just push it in the, we have like a box container thingy, and I just chuck it in there and I walk away. So I don't know what the situation is, but you know, it's not a bad thing to have them in that way it is, but you know what I mean. 85p. And I have no idea why I picked these up. Couldn't tell you. There might have been a thought process, there might not have. But they're only £1. They're pretty decent, the club ones. This is the salted caramel flavour and they're £7. That is all I've got. The cottage cheese bowl, one of them was a Mexican one, and I love Mexican flavours. Don't know if we got a salsa or not, and I honestly haven't even checked it now, but this is £1. This is my one because I am a wuss and I cannot do the hot ones, so hopefully that'll be one of these bowls that I'm gonna maybe possibly hopefully try. And I got the cranberry sauce because I was looking at the comment section when the lady was doing the brie on toast, and people were saying, oh, you should put it with this, you should put it with that, and the cranberry sauce sounded really nice. This stuff's also going to last a long time anyway, so if I use it, because I probably won't use it on the first try, it's still going to last till Christmas, even opened. I know people say, oh, it should only be 3 weeks for most things, but yeah, these things last a lot longer. You'll know when they're not good, and it'll either, you know, it could be used for Christmas or whatever. So I'm thinking that was like 70 something p. It's been a long time. Very rarely buy it throughout the year because it's just it's like you just think of it at Christmas, and I don't know why. 55p. Oh, that's actually pretty good. I don't know why I only ever wait for Christmas, because this is just nice. It doesn't have to be just a Christmas food, does it? So I've got that to try with the brie on toast. This is officially the beginning of the Christmas food. The Christmas this year is going to be massively different. It was different last year. It's going to be completely different again. With work schedules and things, we've pretty much got Christmas Day and that's about it. I'm going to try my best not to go absolutely nuts with a lot of foods, but like Pringles is something we don't tend to buy. Getting all the flavours is just something I'm probably going to do, because it's, you know, you can just eat them throughout the week anyway, even around work. It's not a big deal. They're £1.85, which I think is decent, because I'm sure at one point they went up to £2 something for a while. Wasn't a reduced price either. I picked up the barbecue just because I know Corey likes that one, and I'm not sure which flavours are his favourite. I will eat some, but not that much, so I will just get the flavours Corey wants, because honestly I think there's only one flavour I'm that bothered about anyway. So this is the official beginning of our Christmas box, I guess you could say. As you know, I always crack into I always shop and haul a different days. It's actually way later than I would normally do it this today, but like I said, it's been a very busy week, very productive, very busy. So he has cracked into his Coke that have the Christmas bit on, I mentioned last week. Can't get away from it now, can we? These are £2.49 now. It's just his treat drink. He just likes these. He goes through phases. He'll be on one specific drink for a long time and then he'll change it. We've just been on Coke for a long time. I can't wait for him to get out of it because it's the most expensive option out of all the drinks. But, you know, he contributes, so. And I don't know. Like I said, he has taken this. I don't know why there's one missing. I thought he took 2 to work every day, so I don't know what that's about. I'm not going to question it. You know, he knows what he's doing. So I buy 10 of these now. These are Corey's energy drinks for work. He takes 2. I thought he took 2 to work every day. I don't know. They're 42p each. These are the summer fruits ones. Corey doesn't do like coffee. This is just his thing. Okay, I picked up these wraps. Again, don't really know. I was standing looking at the bread things for something different, I guess. I think. Saw this one, high fibre, low fat, 120 calories per wrap. Now when I have a wrap, and again, my brain works in strange ways. I sort of equate how many calories to one slice of bread. One wrap wouldn't do me, because I'm not very good at wrapping them and I don't put much filling in them, so they're not filling for me. But that's the equivalent of a slice of bread, so I could have 2 wraps. That was my thought process. I have the option of 2 wraps without feeling overly guilty about the meal I'm eating. That's where my brain went. And they're only £1. I feel like the price didn't show a reduced price of £1, so maybe these are £1 all the time, which actually isn't that bad. And I'm likely going to be the only person to eat them because Corey puts less effort into food than I do, and I put really bad effort into it. So, and I found this. This is my bargain. So these are extra tasty chicken strips. What weight do we have? 350 grams, £1. They're all ready to go. Literally let them defrost and you're ready to go. So that would be awesome for the wraps. I got 2 packets of them because, like I said, we're really low on the freezer capacity, which is such a shame. And then I found this one, a sweet chilli, which I know Corey won't go near, but that's fine. I don't think he'll put much effort into any of these anyway. So that was £1 as well. Pretty excited about that. That's a really, really good price. Oh, I forgot these. I stood and looked at these for ages. Are they supposed to be popcorn or are they supposed to be crisps? They're popped crisps. The reason I wasn't sure is because there was a packet right next to it. Pop Works, but it was, what's that flavour of popcorn? The sweet one and the salty one, that one. And it had a little picture of a popcorn on it and it looks identical. So I don't know. I stood for so long and just thought, well, you know what? Just buy them. So these are £1.25 for these. I think that's a reduced price. I think they were an awful lot more. I feel like it was, I looked at the reduced, like this amount off, and it was a lot, I feel like. I could be wrong. And I also thought if I do the cottage cheese pots, that would be a nice thing to dip in, maybe, possibly. Yeah. I got the crisps, £3.60 for 24. £6 cocktail, 6 cheese and onions, 6 salt vinegar, 6 really salt with. This is just a standard, it's always on the shopping thing. Again, this was another bargain thing. Like I said, we don't need it. Never normally would have picked it up. I read it. Let's read it. It says it's to sharing the s'mores cake. Look how diddy that is. It's not sharing. Not in this house. Apparently it says 4. No way. Rich chocolate fudge cake covered in chocolate sauce, decorated with chocolate curls and marshmallows. Pop on the table and enjoy. It just sounds nice, doesn't it? They're 50p. That was it. It was 50p. I saw the 50p before I saw even what it was, because I look at the prices first. In the freezer section especially, I look at the prices. If one stands out because it's particularly cheap, then I have a look to see what it is. I would have got more. Otherwise, if I had the freezer space, again, I would have got loads of these and I would have got loads of these. I need to invest in a chest freezer, I feel. I got 2 pizzas. Corey had pizza on his list anyway. But he just put pizza, so I looked and I couldn't make a decision, so I just went with this. I know he enjoys these and I enjoy these. These are the deep pan pepperoni, £1.10 each. I very rarely really fancy pizza, but I thought, oh yeah, you know, I could go on a pizza. Now I'm not interested, but it will sit there until I am, like I said. Just because I bought it this week doesn't mean it's going to be eaten this week. These probably won't. The majority of that won't, only be a little bit of it. So there's a lot of things that won't get eaten necessarily this week anyway. I got the chips, Corey's favourite. These are really nice if you've not tried them. They're £2.45 for a 1.5 kilogram. They are like big, thick, fluffy, crispy on the outside. They're just really, really good. If you've not tried them and you're a chip person, I would recommend giving them a go. Let me know. I got a toilet roll. Just because, like I mentioned, I've not been paying attention and I've been getting a little bit lower than I want. I want to make sure I've got some in case, because there was a while when they didn't have these. £2.39 does the job. And I just picked up some cotton buds, 50p for 200. I used to always get the Johnson's, the brand one, but then they changed something in the stick bit. Which is the reason I would get it, was because it had a really decent hard stick, so it didn't bend. when he used it, but they changed it, and this is just as good now. So 50p for 200 instead of at least £1. I don't know what it is now, it's been a while. And that was it. So I hope you enjoyed this week's haul. I enjoyed the prices. I like looking at other people's hauls, see what prices they pay for things, especially when they're in different countries. Always very interesting. You know, some maybe meal ideas. Like I said, I look on TikTok a lot, so if you're after any ideas, TikTok is the place to go. That's it. I think that's it. Live tomorrow morning. I will be live tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. We have some really good lives. I thoroughly enjoy them. People from all over the world. We don't have a particular subject. I feel like we have a good laugh most weeks. We usually end up talking about food because everybody's interested in food. Holidays come up a lot. Travel. Food, travel. I feel like there's one more subject. Movies, TV. So, you know, it doesn't have to be those subjects. It's just that's what tends to come up every week. But we have a good laugh. I thoroughly enjoy it. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it every Sunday. And I'm usually on for an awful lot longer than I expect. I would like to just say, oh, I'm just going to pop on for an hour. But it's usually like closer to 4. So I have to force myself to get off the live because they're usually that good. But it just depends what you like, doesn't it? But so don't forget, if you do fancy popping along, more than welcome. That's it. So I'm sending out good vibes as I always do. I hope you're catching some, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.